what's up, folks? One of the coolest things about being on YouTube is that I get a lot of mail, and I love getting mail from people. I like it when people take the time out to communicate with me, and they ask me for advice. Now, one piece of advice that I've always been asked a lot of times by a lot of people are people that have come out of long-term relationships, and they want dating advice. You know, it's like, hey, it's been so long since I've dated. What do I do in the dating world these days? You know, they've been married for 10 to 20 years, and they found themselves single again. And they don't really know how to act now that they're back in the single world, you know, so back in the dating realm. So they wanted some advice on it. So this video will be 7 tips for you people who are new back into dating. Take it or leave it. Here we go. Rule number 1, have a plan for your date. Meaning, if you're going to ask someone out for a date, have a plan. Don't do dinner in a movie, because when you sit in a movie, there's no interaction, there's no communication. So if you're wanting to get to know somebody, sitting in a dark theater quietly is not the place to do it. Do dinner, have an activity planned. Or have your activity planned and go do dinner. Either way, have an activity and a dinner. That's the best date you could have. So you're interacting with them on some level, and you're getting to have some sit-down time and talking to them. Which brings us into the second rule. Decide up front who's paying the bill. Now, a lot of people are old-fashioned and they feel like the man should pay the bill. And some people believe that whoever asks the date, whoever sets up the date, should pay for the bill. Some women aren't down for that. Some women want to pay their own way. Now, if it comes down to it and she says, hey, let me pay for half, don't argue with her. Let her pay for half. But guys, I'm going to tell you this. If you ask a woman out on a date, make sure that you got enough change to cover that date. Make sure you got enough money to pay for the date in full. Ladies, I will say this, that when I've gone on dates in the past and they've offered to pay their own way, I was impressed by that. Number 3, no expectations, guys. No expectations, ladies. Okay? Don't envision yourself walking down to the altar with this person. Don't go into it with the expectation of that you're going to get laid on the first date. If it's a first date and it's somebody you don't know real well, focus on your conversation and find out if they have a sense of humor. Things will go a lot smoother if the conversation's going both ways. Which brings us into rule 4. Be positive. While you're making this conversation with your date and you're talking, don't be cynical. Don't talk about your exes. Just talk about life. Talk about things that are interesting to the both of you. Which also leads into rule number 5. Trust your core values. Which means trust your gut. Talk enough about yourself. See if you two share the same core values. See if there's something about them and their set of core values that makes you uncomfortable. If so, I would trust my gut versus letting their beauty or your attraction to them overshadow that. Number 6, dress appropriately, which means when you go on a first date. Now, you ladies, you don't want to dress to kill like you're going to the club. You don't want to be too revealing like you're offering yourself to them, unless that's what you're about. Guys, don't show up in a t-shirt and pants, okay? Get you a nice button-down shirt, long sleeve. Get you what I call a pimp shirt. Wear you a nice shirt, nice button-down shirt. Don't wear a tie. Don't wear anything too stuffy. But it's got to be nice. Casual but nice. That's the way to go. And guys, don't overdo it on the cologne. Please. And number 7, be courteous. Be nice. Even if you find out that you haven't really hit it off with this person and there's really no future between the two of you, there's no need to be rude. If you figure out that there's no connection and you two just aren't compatible, that's fine. But it doesn't mean you need to be rude or hateful, because you never really know when you're going to run into that person again, and you never really know who they know. Chances are you guys are going to cross paths at some point or another. And if you burn that bridge now, it may come back and haunt you later. So, that's been my 7 tips for the first date. Good luck with it. Peace.